Our example for case 2. So another example for you here says, they'll calculate the limit of 3 plus h to the second power minus 9 divided by h as h goes to 0. This is a rational function. Let us find the domain first. Domain is equal to all h values such that the denominator is not 0. So it says, hey, h basically is non-zero value. Or you can write it as interval form, negative infinity to 0, union 0 to positive infinity. Or basically it is said, hey, I am taking all real numbers except for 0. 0 cannot be one of those. H approaches 0. So what are we going to do? We're going to use direct substitution and see what do we have here. If you use direct substitution, this is the weird thing that you see. You have 3 plus 0 to the second power minus 9 divided by 0. You basically have 9 minus 9 divided by 0, or you have a 0 over 0. Whenever you see 0 over 0, you call it indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. This is one of the indeterminate form that we have in calculus. We have more, and as we go along the course, I show you how to identify those. 0 divided by 0 cannot be simplified. It is called indeterminate form. So again, since 0 is not in the domain of this function, we're going to try to simplify it as much as you can. So let us simplify. We have the limit of 3 plus h to the second power minus 9 divided by h as h goes to 0. But how do I simplify this? It becomes 9 plus 6h plus h squared minus 9 divided by h as h goes to 0. So again, from algebra, remember that. Just move this a little bit up. From algebra, if you have a plus b to the second power, it is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. 3 plus h to the second power is 9 plus 2 times 3 times which is 6h plus h squared, and you have a negative 9, so you have to do the subtraction here. 9 minus 9 is 0, so you get limit of 6 times h plus h squared over h as h goes to 0. You need to factor out h here. So you have the limit of h, 6 plus h divided by h goes to 0. Get rid of the common factor. Cancel out h and h here. You end up with a linear expression. You have limit of 6 plus h as h goes to 0. Well, do the substitution. Direct substitution gives you 6 plus 0 or 6. Direct substitution.